All right, really looking forward to this buzz topic this morning, a tree controversy at the State House. Governor Lincoln Chafee defending his decision to call the evergreen tree in the Rhode Island State House a holiday tree rather than a Christmas tree. Michelle and Michaela revved up and ready to go here. The governor says the term is in keeping with Rhode Island's founding as a haven for religious liberty and diversity. Went on to say, quote, encourages anyone engaged in this discussion to use their energy and enthusiasm to help their fellow Rhode Islanders, unquote, through volunteerism. But in January, lawmakers passed a resolution declaring the annual State House tree be called a Christmas tree, and they're not happy about the governor's decision. In fact, some are vowing to gather at the tree lighting ceremony next week to protest the name. So, we'll begin with the guest.
No.
I get to start. You get to start, Michelle.
Right.
Oh, I thought you didn't want to. All right, so are you offended by this?
It's just absurd. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
That would be a yes.
It's ridiculous. I mean, this is political correctness gone
Cuckoo.
way
haywire.
Yeah, totally haywire. I mean, this is a Christmas tree, okay? We have lots of symbols for lots of religious objects.
Sure.
Maybe rooted in pagan practices, but we call them what they are. And
or we used to call them what they are.
Yes, I mean, I think my microphone is on. They just asked me. A Christmas tree is a Christmas tree, and that's what I'm going to continue to call it.
I agree.
I agree with you, too. I am not offended by the term holiday tree. I don't really agree with it, but I think taking offense to it is maybe a harsh term. However, what other religions celebrate with a tree? I'm just trying to figure that out. You know, to me, it is a Christmas tree. There's not, you know, a Christmas tree and a Hanukkah tree and a Kwanzaa tree. Well, I'm not really sure. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, that tree is just solely for the Christmas holiday. And I don't
Jerry
see
Seinfeld had a Festivus pole.
Yeah.
Celebrate Festivus.
I'm not going to call a dreidel a holiday top.
Right.
You know,
or a menorah
a
candle holder or whatever.
You're right. A holiday.
I want to just point this out here. What I find sort of like offensive is the tone that in the statement from Governor Chafee to not only his, you know, the people that are in the state, that, you know, representatives, but
right.
You know, I would encourage all those engaged in this discussion, whether their opinion on their matter, to use their energy and enthusiasm to make a positive difference in the lives of fellow Rhode Islanders. There's volunteer opportunities in communities throughout the state. On December 17th, for example, the nonprofit organization Feed 1000 will provide a free meal, blah, blah, blah. A list of other ways to volunteer and use your time more wisely is at www.serverhodeisland.org. I mean, don't insult me. You know, I mean, that to me is like, I'm better than you, this is my decision, and deal with it, because I'm the one that makes the decisions around here. I'm changing history. And I'm not calling it a Christmas tree anymore.
And he's not making a very valid argument. He's pretty much saying, well, if you're offended by the term holiday tree, you don't volunteer, you don't use your time wisely. He's like, why can't you have a problem with that, but also be generous to others and make donations and things like that? I feel like he's kind of stereotyping the fact that if you disagree with this, then you must be a horrible person.
I will say this too, the people that are donating the tree, you know, they say we're not an Xmas farm, we're not a holiday farm, we're a Christmas tree farm. And wouldn't it be amazing if they, I don't know if they'll go to this, and I don't want to try and promote something here, but if they just said, you know what, the heck with it, we'll take this tree to somewhere else.
Right. I mean, I do not have a problem with somebody saying happy holidays.
No.
I don't have a problem with somebody saying we're at the State House, we're going to have a holiday celebration.
Right. Holiday party.
That is all fine. Fine. But call the tree a Christmas tree. It is what it is, people.
Right, exactly. And, you know, there are people at the State House that will protest this, and I think people will still call it a Christmas tree. It'll be a holiday tree according to the governor. Fine, whatever. And I'm just this whole political correctness thing just really, really gets me going. And I don't know when it changed, but
just say you're having a holiday party. A Christmas tree will be there. If you want to bring a menorah, have that present too.
Thank you.
I'd like to get some reaction too from you know, people from other religious faiths that celebrate, you know, Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or other things, to see if they're offended by this. But I'll say this. Thank you very much, Michelle, for stopping by. We always love your opinion, especially on hot topics like this. Courtney told us before we went into this buzz topic today that you're talking record-setting response this morning on Facebook.
I'm trying to write down them all. There's so much. It's 51 right now, just on Facebook. You know, more people on the live blog. I haven't really found anyone who's offended yet. Bear with me, I'm trying to go through them. But everybody is pretty much saying hands down Christmas. But they are expressing why they feel it should be called that. So let's start on the live blog. Coasty said, personally, it will always be a Christmas tree. Jean said, Christmas tree, and why is everybody so bent out of shape over this when there are so many more important things to deal with? And Evelyn said, it is ridiculous. What shall we call the Easter bunny? Holiday bunny? Get a life, she said. And then Chris added, where is he? Here he is. It should be called a Christmas tree. It's been called that for years. It's not a holiday tree. It doesn't get put up for every holiday in December. So here's the poll today, plain and simple. What do you think the tree should be called? A Christmas tree, B, a holiday tree, C, I don't care, either way. So you can weigh in there, also read the story about that and why we're buzzing about it today. And here's a look at the middle of our Facebook page right now, and Chris Devona says it's a Christmas tree. I'm offended by all the clowns out there who pretend to be offended by Christmas. Sarah Chavez says, is he going to call the menorah a holiday candle? And then Nicole Connolly says, fighting over what to call a tree really isn't in the spirit of anything Christ-like. So if you want to weigh in on why you think it should be a holiday tree and not a Christmas tree, we would love to hear from you and read some comments a little later. But for now, we're going to switch gears, go back into the kitchen. Patrick, what are you working on now?